Welcome back to a grade 10 life orientation. So we have got a typical examination for the upcoming exams of November 2025. So this is a revision question paper that we have, and of course we are just going to show in terms of the questions and the answers that are expected in each and every question. So of course we are going to start on the instructions section, whereby these are our instructions, whereby we are told that we have got section A, B, and C. And of course, section A and B will be compulsory, and section C you answer 2 of the 3 questions. So this is what we have according to our question paper. So we go to the first section of our question paper. So this is what we have from question 1.1 to 1.3. So of course, in terms of our answers on that part, we have our answers as shown. Of course, 1.1 we've got B, 1.2 we have got D, 1.3 we have got A. Then we continue in terms of the next questions that we are having. So on the next part, we are now on 1.4 to 1.5. Of course, 1.4 we've got C, 1.5 we have got C, 1.6 is the next that we are going to start with. So moving on, we are now 1.6, whereby it starts from the legal imposition of death as punishment for crimes. Of course, on the responses that we have, the correct answer is D, death penalty. And then we have got 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. So 1.7 we have got D, 1.8 we have got B, 1.9 we have got D, 1.10 is going to be C. Then of course 1.10, our answer is C. Then we got question 2. We have got question 2.1 to 2.3. So we also have our responses as true, false, false is indicated. And we move on to the next part, which is going to be question 3. So question 3, of course, are matching words. We do have our responses also as indicated, whereby we have 3.1, our answer is E, 3.2 we have got C, 3.3 we have got F, 3.4 B, 3.5 A. Then question 4. So this is our question 4. So of course you have to complete the following statement. And in terms of our responses, we've got healthy choices as our response. And we move on to the next part, 4.2 to 4.2 to 5.3. So in terms of our responses, we have 4.2 as indicated, and then 4.3. So with that, Of course, at 4.3, we have it as indicated on that part. We can just try to check in terms of our 4.3. And this is our 4.3. Explain the following qualities of a healthy relationship: separate identities, good communication, equality. So we've got our responses again: separate identities, good communication, equality. Then our response in terms of 4.4. This is our response for 4.4. So moving on to our question 5. In terms of our question 5, we are given the information that we need to read before we answer the question. And of course, we have got question 5.1. So in terms of our responses for 5.1, we have our responses as indicated: 5.1 to 5.4. So 5.4, it reads: careers in recreation, fitness and sports are growing rapidly. Several opportunities are available in this career field. So in which economic sector would these careers be found? And then also explain very briefly what this economic sector entails. Give one example of such a profession. So 5.4, we do have our responses, and then examples of professions we are also given them just beneath. So moving on to our next part, which is now question 6. So question 6 says start the following certificate. So we're given a certificate that you need to go through, and then beneath that, now on the requirements of the question, write an essay to shed light on the following aspects regarding the National Qualifications Framework. Indicate 3 phases of teaching that we have already completed. Explain what SETA is by focusing on the following: what does SETA refer to? Which government department looks after SETA? What is the bank SETA responsible for? Briefly explain 3 duties of a SETA. Briefly indicate 4 benefits of RPL, in brackets recognition of prior learning. Do you think lifelong learning is important? So those are the requirements that we have. Then you have to motivate your answer with 2 valid arguments. So that this is the essay that we have in terms of our question 6. So in terms of the response, or that we do have it again as indicated. So remember, in our part of question 5, we can just maybe try to refer back. We do have a response that we have here of 5.5. So let's try to see where do we have the question 5.5. So this is our question for 5.5. Write a short paragraph in which you discuss your ideal profession, motivate this, why this is the perfect profession for you. So what is expected is what we have on the marking guideline. Then again, we refer now to our question 6. Of course, we do have now the requirements of question 6. So we go to the expected responses in terms of our question 6. So this is what we have. The continuation in terms of our responses for question 6, we do have on the benefits of RPL. So moving on to question 7. Question 7 reads, start the following images and write an essay to discuss the contribution of religious and charitable organizations towards a healthy and harmonious community in South Africa. So this is what we have for this part. So you have to focus on the following guidelines. So these are the guidelines that we are going to focus on. On the first part, name and 3 religions represented by the pictures above. Explain the concept of religious freedom in your own words. Discuss the valuable role of charities in a community. Briefly explain on the basis of 4 reasons why children leave their parents' home to live on the streets. What are the 3 most important personal values you are trying to live by? So in response to our question, this is what we have. So moving on to our question 8. So this is what we have in terms of question 8. In terms of the responses on question 8.